Knitworthy, sharing our love of the fiber arts from the heart of the Ozarks. Hello, and welcome to the Knitworthy Podcast. Today is Wednesday, March 18th, 2015, and this is episode 29. My name is Brianne, also known as Being Brianne on Ravelry and Instagram, and I am missing my co-host today. My co-host is my gorgeous mother, Mama Linda, and she is under the weather today, so she is not going to be with us, but it's going to be you and me. It's going to be awesome, and it's going to be fun anyway, so there we go. We're going to get through it together, aren't we? Yes, we will. So, how are you doing? How have you been? I'm doing pretty good. You know, I can't complain. Life is good. So I'm gonna move on, I guess, with our segments. It's very odd not having Mom with me. I haven't done a single solo podcast in a long time, so weird. What I'm wearing today, I'm wearing my Hourglass sweater. This is knit in Knit Picks Comfy in the pomegranate colorway, and it's got the bell sleeves going on, which I have a love-hate relationship with. I kind of want to do that. If I were to knit the sweater again, by Brianne Keene, if I were to knit the sweater again, I probably would not do the extra bell shaping on the sleeves. I find myself having to do crazy rolling adventures. Like I was doing dishes this morning and I had to roll them way up over my elbows in order to get them to not get into the sudsy water. So while this is an incredibly comfortable sweater to wear, and it's so soft and lovely, and I love the color, it feels slightly impractical for doing any kind of work. Today it's a lovely, rainy, overcast day outside. I feel like I'm in England for some reason today, or maybe Portland or someplace where it's overcast and rainy a lot. We don't get a ton of that weather here, and so I'm imagining that I'm someplace fun and, different today. So I decided to wear my my Hourglass sweater. The one thing also about this yarn is it does pill quite a bit. I believe it's a cotton and acrylic content. So I get, especially under here, I get pills, and I really just need to go through and, I really need to de-pill the sweater. But this is a great sweater for just lounging around the house. I don't wear it out, but I wear it around the house quite a bit. I did also, the neckline, one modification that I made is the neckline was really loose and kept going off one shoulder, like the 80s flash dance look, which, some people can rock that. I'm not one of them. So I did take a 100% wool yarn. I think I used Knit Picks palette that I had left over and just did a single crochet. You see that black there? That's all I did, was I just did a single crochet around the neckline, and that tightened it up quite a bit, which makes it so much better for wearing. I'm considering doing that with my Northside pullover that I did, just because I'm kind of having the same problem. At the end of the day, that pullover kind of seems to be really slouchy along the neckline. I really want it a little bit more firm, so there you go. That's my essay on this cardigan, or not this cardigan, but this sweater. So there you go. You're welcome. I would recommend knitting it though. It was a fun, neat construction. So, all right, let's talk about gooseberries. Gooseberries, that's our weekly tasty chick chat that we get to share. And normally we were planning on having Knits by Jamie on as our guest for this segment, but with Mom not here, I didn't want to do a fun segment without her. So Jamie, next week we will have you on. So I hope that isn't problem for you, but I didn't want to do it alone and leave Mom out of the fun, so yeah. Right now it is spring break, so we have a house full of children. For those of you who are newer to the podcast, our families co-share a house. We live together, my parents and my 15-year-old brother, and then my husband and myself and our 3 kids. We all share a house together, which for some people, like, that would be the worst thing imaginable, and for our family, it totally works out. The kids love having their grandparents nearby, and you know, it's so fun to see this relationship between my brother Isaac and my kids develop, and you know, they're starting to, it's kind of taken a while, but you know, just because of personality issues, it's kind of taken a while, but like, I love seeing Isaac interact with my kids, and it's a really neat thing to see. So we share a house, and which means I don't have to cook every day because Mom and I take turns, and which is great, and we share the expenses of the house. So anyways, all that to say, we have 4 extra people inside the house today. 4. So I asked Isaac if he could please and thank you with my nicest of manners, if he could please take care of the kids upstairs for me so that I could podcast without being interrupted 100,000 times, but that's okay. So he said yes, and he's very sweet to do that for me. But I'll just be interrupted 100,000 times the rest of the day. That's all right. But spring break, we aren't really doing anything really exciting. The kids think it's fabulous that, you know, they get to play games, and we're going to the library, and we've already gone to the park, and, you know, things like that. So my kids are really happy just to do, like, you know, they're not expecting like a cruise for spring break, which is great because they're not getting one. I'd love to do it, like some sort of Disney cruise or something, but it's not going to happen. Not anytime soon, at least. But we do have some tentative plans for this summer for some possible getaways. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I am really enjoying just being able to sleep in past 6 o'clock. Like, that's awesome to me. Now, Owen and Ailish, those are my oldest 2 children. Owen is 11 and Ailish is 7, and they wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning every single day. And I am so thankful that they are beyond the point where they need me to wake up at the same time that they do, because I would not be, I'm not good at 5 o'clock in the morning. I can do it if I really have to, but it's just not my favorite. So Evan usually wakes up at around like 7 or 7:30, and so that's when I've been getting up. So it's been awfully nice to get an extra hour of sleep. I love that. Sign me up for more of that, right? So yeah, so that's my gooseberry for the week. Spring break, yay! And next week the kids will be back in school, and we'll be back to the normal grind, and things will be back to normal. Oh my goodness. So let's move on to what am I knitting? Right now I am working on my Sockhead hat. This is the second Sockhead hat that I've worked on, that I've knit. The first one was made out of Malabrigo, and this one is made out of Indigo Moon. Here we go. Indigo Moon. This is their 100% merino wool superwash, and in the milk chocolate colorway. And I got this for, can you see that? $14 at the Loopy U. It was on sale, and I was like, it's a gorgeous color. Do you see that? Beautiful, beautiful milk chocolate brown color, and I really was like, you know, if I don't use that for myself, that would be perfect for something for Brian. So I did buy this for something, you know, with him in mind. And I wasn't sure. I've had issues with my socks that are only wool and have no nylon content. A lot of my socks have been blowing holes lately, and so I didn't want to make socks for him out of this, also because it's a little bit weak on yardage. It's 370 yards, and Brian has, his feet aren't exceptionally long, but they are very wide, and so I didn't want a chance running out of yarn or having to do like anklet socks for him. He would wear them, but you know, he likes a little bit longer of a leg and a cuff on them. So I thought, rather than knitting socks, even anklet socks for him, he expressed interest in my last Sockhead hat that I made, and so I pulled this out and said, this is a perfect marriage of pattern and yarn. So here we go. I'll hold it up. You can see the differences in the color. It's not a really solid brown, which makes it more interesting to knit. There's variations in color. Here's where I was last week, and I've added a little bit more than an inch, let's say. And it's turning out really well. You know, I am knitting on this when I'm on the phone, or when I'm in the car line at school, or you know, just wherever I have a few extra moments. I'll pull this out. This stays in my purse, and this is my beautiful bag that Hot Pink Socks Stephanie made for me for a swap that we did. I think I maybe want to do another swap because that was a lot of fun. And so I don't know, I'm considering. I wasn't like it was like a swap that I created. It was not like a swap that somebody else was setting up for a lot of different people. It was just between me and Stephanie, because I needed some fun mail. And so yeah, I really did enjoy that. So that's what I'm knitting on right now. And what do I want to show you next? I will show you the socks that I cast on for Mom for a present. These are the Tickety Boo for You socks, and I named that because that's the colorway of this yarn. And I'll show you, the yarn is the Loopy You Seasoning Series, in the colorway Tickety Boo, and it's an 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and it's really very generous yardage. You get 435 yards of the main skein, which is this beautiful red color, and then you also get 100 yards in this mini skein that's a contrasting color, which in this case is the black. So all in all, you get 535 yards, which that's a good sized pair of socks out of this. And look at how fun this is. Let me move these out of the way, tuck those inside. We'll pretend like they aren't there. Shh, don't tell. But look, okay, it's not a self-striping yarn, but the way that the yarn is pooling, oh, that matches my shirt so perfectly. Look at me. But I love the way it's creating these unintentional stripes. So yay for fun yarn that does things that you didn't think it was going to do. I thought it would be, you know, that it wasn't going to do anything like this. So when I got like the first inch in, I was like, what is going on? I was so happy. It just makes them even more fun, I think. So yeah, there you go. Tickety Boo for you, for Mom, not for you, for Mom, sorry. But if you want some more of that yarn, you can just buy it at the Loopy You. They have an online store, which I love, and they have all kinds of fun things. And I've had really good luck with their personal yarn line. So yeah. And this bag, if you were wondering, do I know who made this bag? Yes, A Needle Runs Through It, which is A Needle Runs Through It on Etsy. And I have several of her bags that I really like. They are nice and sturdy. I like the fact that they have a plain lining inside. Sometimes when bags have like a fun contrasty dark lining inside, I find it hard to locate what I need, or I can't see that my yarn has tangled up inside of my bag. So I really do like her bags. I might need to go see what's in her shawl. The other thing that I've been working on is my Featherweight cardigan. I brought that back out of hibernation. It's kind of been off and on the needles, not well off and on, but in and out of rotation. But I decided that I wanted to work on it this week. So the last time you saw it, I had finished the first sleeve and was getting ready to start the second sleeve. So here I am. I have some repeats done on the decreases for the second sleeve, and that makes me happy. I'm making progress, and I'm about halfway done with this sleeve. I tried it on again because I was feeling concerned. In my excitement to get this finished and be able to wear it, I was really worried that I had maybe made the length of the body too short, and possibly even the sleeves too. So I think the sleeves are going to be fine. I'm not too concerned about the sleeves. Hi, Evan. You need to go upstairs. You need to go upstairs. Thank you very much. I tried. Anyways, so, where was I? I think the sleeves are going to be fine. They're going to come right to, oh boy, right to about here on me. I wanted to cover this. This is a point of uncomfortableness with me with my upper arm, so I want to make sure that was well covered, and they are. I think I might end up ripping out the ribbing at the bottom and adding just a couple more inches, and maybe doing like 2 inches of ribbing instead of just the one. I want to be really happy with this. I've already knit it once, and because of the way the pattern was originally written, it did not fit well for people who were in the plus size bracket of knitters. And so I want to make sure that this is a sweater that I'm going to be really happy with, because I don't want to knit this sweater again with this yarn. I do have another sweater's worth of yarn for this sweater. In Knit Picks lace yarn. I don't remember exactly which one it is, but it's a color very similar to this. I can't remember the actual name of it, but or the color of the yarn, but I got it on D-Stash off of Ravelry, which is a great way of finding yarns at a great price if you're, you know, wanting to find something. But anyways, back to the sweater. So I'm going to finish up this sleeve and then reevaluate the whole length of it, because I need to get that decided before I start on like the collar and the side panels. So yeah, so that's the plan for now. But I really need a full-size mirror in order to do that, and I don't have, well, I kind of do. I think Mom and Dad have a full-size mirror downstairs that I'm going to borrow and, you know, do my whole fashion model thing, like walk towards it and then walk back and look at myself in the mirror, and I'll probably have Mom be involved in it because, you know, that's just what we do. But, you know, I'll have my fashion model moment and it'll be awesome, and then I'll be able to tell if I really do want to lengthen it or if I'm okay. So that is my Featherweight, but I'm really happy with the progress that I'm making on that. How many did I knit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 60 creases. That's pretty good. 6 out of 10, so I'm over halfway to where I need to be. So the last thing that I knitted on this week, oh, I'm so excited to show you, is my Ishbell. If I can open this, here we go. This is another bag by A Needle Runs Through It, and I love it. It's one of her larger bags, and everything is kind of getting washed out a little bit because of the weird lighting that we have today, but this is much more of a vibrant orange and kind of a teal color, and I love this bag. It holds larger projects perfectly. It has a rather large shawl and 2 skeins of yarn in there and holds it without a problem, so yay. Okay, Ishbell. Let me get this all untangled. Here we have what my Ishbell looks like right now. Let's see if I can. Okay. You see, I have completed the first repeat of chart A and B, and now I finished A, and now I think I finished the first row of the B chart again. There is also chart C, D, and E. I'm making the large size, which says that you need to repeat A, B, C, D, E, like that. But I still have quite a bit of yarn left in this first skein, and I have a whole second skein that I have wanted to use because I want it to be a rather substantial shawl, you know, something that I can wrap around me when I'm reading or knitting, and so yeah, so I'm contemplating. I was looking through people's projects on Ravelry. I did a little bit of project stalking, I'm not gonna lie. You know you do it too, so you know, don't make me feel bad, no judging. But I was looking through people's projects and found that some people had also enlarged their shawls more than what the pattern had called for the large size. And so I think what I might do is do another set of repeats of the A and B, perhaps even more than that, and see where I am. Chart C, D, and E are very small charts. They really won't take up a whole lot of yarn, and I've got so much yarn. This is Aracanio Renko, which is a fingering weight wool. It does not have any nylon content in it. I don't even know that it's superwash, so this probably would not be wonderful socks. Originally I bought it to make a shawl, and then I discovered fingering weight sweaters, and so I bought another 3 skeins of it from a completely different place, and they were such different dye lots. I mean, like, ridiculously different. Like, significantly different, that I had even considered over dyeing them, but then I was afraid that even the over dyeing would not take care of, you know, the differences in color. So I have those 3 skeins of yarn on my D-stash from Ravelry, or on Ravelry I should say. So I have these 2 skeins that I am wanting to use up. So yeah, so I don't know, we shall see what I end up doing, but look at how beautiful this is. And I will say that it's really, it's not going to look so good right now until I can block it out. But maybe if I stop moving it, you can see a little bit better. But it looks like it blocks out beautifully, and it's not a difficult lace pattern to read at all. So if you are unfamiliar with lace, or you have not done a lot of it, or you haven't done any of it, I think this is that this would be an appropriate first lace project. Very easy. Very, very easy. I'm at the point now where I can, you know, have the kids in the room doing their thing, or I can listen to an audiobook and keep track of where I am in the charts. So if I can do it, you can do it for sure. I'm not worried about you at all. You can handle it. So that's where I am on this. Dun, dun. So, and this is my first time using my, oh, what are these? These are Knitter's Pride Nova? Is that right? These are Knitter's Pride, I know for sure. I know they have some square ones. These are not square, but I got these to try out because I usually use my Chowgoos, but I wanted to try out some different needle brands. And so I really, this is working out really well. This yarn is not splitty, and these tips are not terribly sharp, not like the Chowgoo lace that I usually use, but it still is handling the knit two togethers and slip knits and all of that really well. So I'm happy with these, and I think that these could definitely become like my shawl needles. That way I'm not taking up my Chowgoo lace needles with a shawl, because I do like to have a shawl on the needles a lot. You know you like it too. It's just, you know, it's one of those things. I like to have a shawl on the needles, and I like to have some socks on the needles. Those are two of my favorite things. Those are a few of my favorite things. I'm not gonna say. All right, so there we go. And let's see. I did my featherweight, Sockhead hat, Tickety Boo for you. Yes. So tell me what you think. Do you think that I should make it larger? Do you think that it's okay the way it is? What do you think? Give me your thoughts. I have plenty of yarn to play with. It's not part of the equation, luckily. Usually it is. So let's talk about spinning. Have you done any spinning this week? I have been trying to keep up with my spinning. I'm still trying to do at least 15 minutes a week. Or not 15 minutes a week. That's crazy. No, like 15 minutes a day. That's much better. I wouldn't get very good if I were only doing 15 minutes a week. That would be sad. So here is what I've been working on. This is the Falkland that Stephanie gave me, hot pink socks. And let me get it closer so you can see it better. There we go. It has silver and purple and pink, and this is the yarn, or this will become the yarn that will become a hat for Ailish, I hope. I think I'll have enough. I'm still not very good at, because I'm such a new spinner, I'm not good at determining how much yarn I actually have spun. So I don't know if this is enough for a hat or enough for like a nose warmer. I'm pretty sure I have enough for a nose warmer, not enough for a hat. I don't know. We'll see. But I will, once I actually get it plied, then I'll have a better idea of what I have. So yeah, so there's that. Spinning, and this is the Falkland. Did I already say that? Falkland from, oh, why can't I remember? Are you kidding me? As easy as the Ishbell pattern is, I did miss some yarn overs here and there. Oof. And ended up having to go back and fix that. I'm not using lifelines in this project just because I didn't feel it was necessary. And really the things that I seem to miss, I think I've missed like 3 yarn overs, but yarn overs are super easy to fix. Did you know that? Yes, they are totally easy to fix. And so I have been just fixing them as I go along, and they are totally undetectable. You really can't tell the difference between a yarn over that I fixed and one that was actually like done correctly. So yay. So I think I just need to be a little bit more careful about my yarn overs, watching them, but that's okay. So let's see, what else is there? It's a good thing. I have something exciting to show you. It's a good thing. When we have our meetup this Saturday, March 21st, at the Library Center Cafe in Springfield, Missouri, that's at 10 o'clock, and it's going to go until sometime, I don't know what time, until we get kicked out for being crazy. Then we have buttons. I'm super excited about this. And these are double bagged because Mom, in her excitement for seeing the buttons, Mom accidentally ripped it open from the bottom, so we have them double bagged. I was like, did you see that they're just in a Ziploc? And she's like, no, because I was so excited. So let me show you. This is what they look like. Are they not precious? And here's the back. There's nothing really special about the back, but you needed to see it because we're excited about them and you need to be excited about them too. So when we get together for our meetup, we'll have Knitworthy Podcast buttons. We also have these buttons. This one says, "Yay you!" And look at her, she's so proud of you. She's so proud of you and with the work that you've done. And then we also have this little ball of yarn with a crown on it, which is part of our logo. Have you seen that? Did you know that that was a part of our logo? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So we're going to be bringing these along, and everybody who comes can pick one up. And we also have postcards. And they say, "We're thinking of you." See, look, there's a little crown with, or the yarn ball with the crown. And she's proud of you. And she's giving you, I think that's Mom. I think she's giving you advice. And here's me just thinking, what am I doing? I don't know. Let me just knit something. And so anyways, these will be going out to people who donate to the podcast or who have won prizes. And so those will be going out. I have a couple people that I need to send things to, but it's been a busy week and I haven't had a chance to actually get to that. So there you go. That's our It's a Good Thing. That's my It's a Good Thing. So let's talk about contests. We have 2 contests that are going on right now that I want to make sure that you know about. The first one is our Handy Hearts contest. That's actually being run by Mama Linda. And you can find her Handy Hearts pattern under Stony Brook Cottage, which is her business name, her designing name, her nom de plume. I don't know what is it. It's something. But anyways, that's the name of her that she's going by, Stony Brook Cottage, and Stony Brook is her name on Ravelry if you want to go look at the things that she's knit up. So her Handy Hearts, they are so adorable, and I don't have one to show you right here because I haven't had a chance to cast one on or to bring up a finished one. So you'll have to go and look for the pattern, and I will link to it in the show notes, so no worries about that. And you can knit 1 Handy Heart, so that's 2. You can knit 1 Handy Heart, or you can knit 10. And for every handy heart that you knit, you can have an entry into the contest, which is on our Ravelry group, and which is just named Knitworthy Podcast. Very easy. Handy Hearts contest is sticky at the top of the thing, so you can find it really easy. And so you can do multiple entries. The winner gets a $20 Etsy gift card. People, $20 on Etsy. That's like almost like a skein of yarn. Or that's like 4 ounces of wool, or anything that you can think of. There's a billion jillion things on Etsy that you can buy. So make sure that you put in an entry for this because you want to win, don't you? Yes, you do. I know I want to. So make sure that you do that, and all you have to do is you have to post a picture of your finished handy heart in that thread, and then we'll all say adorable things about it, and we'll cheer you on, and hopefully you'll make more and make my mother very happy because she's super excited. There's like 250 downloads, like unique individual downloads of the pattern so far. She's so excited. She's so thrilled. I'm so happy for her. It makes her very happy. So there's that. Let's talk about our March knit along, which is Marches for Matching. This month we are taking inspiration from others and making something that matches theirs. You can use the same pattern or yarn or color combination or all three. Let's see. Please post works in progress and finished objects in the contest thread and keep chatter in the chatter thread. Thank you. So for example, my Ishbell is matching Lala of the Knit Girls Ishbell. She made one just recently and I fell in love with hers and I wanted to make one of my own. So that's what's matching for me. Mom is making the Raspberry Cordial Shawl, which is a pattern by Tanya Marie, who is, I think, Beezy Mama. And she's she does the Sampler Girl podcast. So that's what Mom is doing because she loved the Raspberry Cordial Shawl that Tanya made. And let's see, we've had a lot of people who are a part of this, so make sure that you are joining in. The rules are, you must be a member of the group. 1 post per person, but you may edit the post as much as you like to add more than 1 project or to add details. You have to include a link to your Ravelry project page that has pictures because we want to keep things fair so that we know that you're not just putting in something that you knit 4 years ago. And this contest runs from March 1st until the 31st. The winner will be chosen by random number generator, and you can win a pattern download of your choice from Ravelry that is worth no more than $10. So that's an awesome prize. You get to pick. It can be anything you want so long as it's under $10. Sweet. And then the other thing that we wanted to talk about is the project or the knit along that we're going to be doing for April, which is Anti-Procrastination April. We all have one. You might even have more than one. That pattern that you've been intending to knit forever, the yarn you've been saving for the perfect project, the fiber you say you can't use because your spinning isn't good enough yet, the technique you've been meaning to learn for forever but aren't sure you're up to it. The time has come. Pick up those needles, wind the yarn, spin the fiber, and learn the technique. It's time to stop procrastinating and start doing. Y'all, I have so many of these. Oh my goodness. I have got a ton of patterns and projects and techniques and things that I have been meaning to learn for a very long time but have not had a chance to do it yet. So it's time. It's time. Just pick one. It doesn't even have to be a big thing, but just pick something that you want to learn how to do, or that you want to knit, or that you want to learn a technique, or whatever it is. You need to learn how to do it. You know, I mean, it can be weaving, or it can be cross stitch, or embroidery, or rug making, or whatever it is. We totally embrace all of those things. We are not a one craft family here. We are not. So you need to bring it out, get it done, learn how to do it, embrace it. I am going to knit the Cladonia shawl by Kirsten Kapur, which has been cute. I looked this up because I wanted to make sure that I was right. I have queued, this project has been in my queue since April 26th of 2011, almost 4 years. And I have had the yarn since March 11th of 2013. That is 2 years. So it's been in my queue for 4, and it's been in my stash. It's like specifically in my stash for this project for 2 years. Why have I not knit this? It's a gorgeous, I'm gonna find it. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous shawl. And I really want to get this made because it's so pretty. So look through your things. I know that something immediately is going to come to mind, unless you're like Mom. Mom was like, if I don't procrastinate, if I just want to knit something, then I just knit it. I'm like, I don't know, I'm a list person. So things go in order, or things, Mom and I have different personalities, which was why we are great at podcasting together, because it's Kirsten Kapur. Sorry, Kirsten. I didn't mean to say that wrong. So here is, oh, can you see it? There you go. That's the Cladonia shawl. And that's what I'm going to make. And I decided to say it on the podcast because that way you guys could help hold me accountable, so I can actually get this thing done, because I have the yarn for it. It's perfect. It's perfect. I even have the pattern purchased. What has been holding me back? I don't know. I don't know. So anyways, that is it for us today. Did I go through the rules? The rules are basically the same thing as the other, except it's going to be from April 1st to the 30th, and I'm going to open up a chatter thread so you guys can start talking about what you're planning on making and help to encourage and inspire other people. And the winner will be chosen by random number generator, and the prize for this time is an adorable bag that is stitched by Stasha. Look at how cute this is. Oh, it is so stinking adorable. It's a drawstring bag, a perfect size for mittens or hat, a Sockhead hat perhaps. Maybe you've been procrastinating on making that. Or socks, or anything that you can think of that might fit into this bag. But look at how cute it is, with a little sheep and the lambs and the flowers and the little gingham on top, and adorable inside fabric. Do you see that? How cute is that? This makes me feel, I feel like Heidi. Oh, do you remember Heidi, the book Heidi? Yes, up in the mountains. Oh, yes, that's it. I feel like Heidi when I hold this bag. Here is her card. She is stitched by Sasha on pretty much everywhere. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Ravelry, Pinterest, and her shop is at www.stitchedbysasha.com. So Sasha, thank you so much for sponsoring April's giveaway. We really appreciate it. And you could win this. How cute would this be to add to your bag collection? Adorable. So cute. So that's it. Thank you so much for being with me today and for bearing with me in my craziness and everything. And it's the royal we, me and Mom. She's not here, but she's with me in here. And sometimes in here, because she's my mother. And sometimes I hear my mother in my head, and sometimes I hear her come out of my mouth when I talk to my kids. But it's good. She's a good mom. So it's not a bad thing at all. Thank you for being here. And if you are in the Southwest Missouri area, we're going to have our meetup on Saturday. You can look at the group for more information about that, or on our website, which is www.knitworthypodcast.com. And what else? I think that's it. Next week will be a little bit delayed in podcasting because of craziness in our lives. We're going to be in St. Louis Sunday through Tuesday, and we're going to get home late Tuesday night because Owen has surgery to get his port out. Yay! And then Tuesday he has his clinic appointment at the Hem-Onc clinic up at St. Louis Children's, and then we're going to get home, and Wednesday we're going to be zonked, probably. But hopefully we might be able to get something out a little bit later in the week, but we shall see. Thank you. We love you guys, and we will see you next week.